Yo, what's up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to the VVS Academy. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Look, man, I've got a really crazy video for you guys today. I'll be showing you guys the steps you need to take to mix trap vocals. Super simple, super easy, but I promise you, follow this, guys, you're gonna get those industry quality vocals you want every single time. But look, if you don't have a template for recording in Pro Tools, check out my free template down below. It's gonna handle all the complex routing and effects for you and let you focus on just making really great creative songs. All right, so check it out down below. It's completely free. I'm not gonna overtalk it. Let's listen to the track and then dive into how to mix these vocals. Change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the thing scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them go and ride for me. Alright, bet. So what do we hear? The first thing I noticed is that the song sounds pretty good. The vocals are recorded well. There's some balancing issues. I think the ad-libs are too loud. So let's see if we brought back some. No, we didn't. So anytime, this is just another tip. We'll probably get to this later in the vocal mixing, but anytime you boost your EQ, you want to reduce the output. And anytime you cut the EQ, you want to add volume to the output. It might not need to be the same amount that you boosted or cut, but you're going to need to add or remove some. So I think that's what's going on here with our ad-libs. Let's listen again. Perfect. So the first step that I took here was balancing out the vocals and the beat. And I'll show you how to do that really quickly. First, you need to grab some kind of meter. So I'm using this channel strip from Slate Digital, but at the top it has a VU meter. And this meter is going to show me the average loudness of whatever signal I have this meter attached to, or whatever signal I have this meter metering. So this meter is working on the beat. So it's going to show me the average loudness of the beat as it moves. So watch this. Let a nigga play with Guinea, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the thing scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in. Don't play no games now. Let a nigga play with Guinea, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. And that's a good way to kind of tell the average loudness of the beat. Try to listen to a section where the booming kicks aren't in there. It's going to give you a much more accurate representation of the average loudness of the track. So that's what I use there, and I can see it's averaging between this 10 and 7, maybe up to 5. And so now I know that's how loud I want my vocals to be. So watch this. If I grab our vocal channel, so yeah, the vocals were actually a little bit too loud, and it's probably because we didn't turn the beat down enough when we recorded. So we've got the vocals where they should be, and I dropped an EQ before the beat just because there was way too much hi-hat and way too much low end. So once we cleaned those up, we were able to get a lot more space for the vocals and have to turn the beat down a little bit less. If we had left those hi-hats super loud and that bass super loud, we would have had to turn the entire beat down more. But if we get ahead of ourselves and turn down those, things that are out of balance first, we can turn the entire beat down a little bit less. So we've got our beat and our vocals balanced. The next thing you want to do is reference. Now, I can't play a professionally released song on my video because they'll take it down. But what you need to do is find a song you like, a song that's been professionally released and the mix sounds good. You want to listen to that song alongside your song while you're mixing. Flip back and forth every 5 or 10 minutes or so. That way you can realize, if you're in the right place. Is my low end right? Are the vocals as loud as they should be? That kind of thing. You can figure all of that out if you balance it out, correctly. Let a nigga play with Guinea, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the thing scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them go and ride for me. And so I can tell that we probably tracked this vocal with a little bit of compression because it's already pretty well controlled, but we can look and physically see some parts like here that's a lot louder than other sections, and that's where compression is going to come in. So let's go ahead and grab our compressor. I'm going to go ahead and grab the VMR. I like to use Slate, and I'm going to grab the Blue 1176 compressor, which is the vintage. I like this particular 1176, and you can use the Waves CLA, you can use, whatever it is that you use. It doesn't have to be an 1176. You just want a compressor that can work relatively quickly. And this one is going to also add some character and saturation and some fatness to the vocal a little bit. So let's dial in maybe 3 to 5 dB of gain reduction. We don't play no games.
sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things.
And you'll see me flipping on and off, and that's because I want to make sure that the volume coming out of the compressor is the same volume that we went in. A lot of times we think we've set up the compressor right, or it sounds better just because it sounds louder. So make sure that you're keeping your volume in check, and that's what's going to really let you know if you're making positive change or if you're just making things louder.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure.
Specifically listen to when he says changed. It's like he backed up or something. You can hear the voice dip on the word changed.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure.
And the games is also louder. You can hear it, games kind of emphasized, and then the other word is kind of softer. So let's see if the compressor fixes that, makes it more even and consistent across the board.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's.
So I think we're getting there, but I think we might be doing a little bit too much compression, meaning that the needle has to fall back way too far before it lets some other things through. So what we want to do is reduce the amount of compression that we have here. And that's fine because we're going to add more compressors down the line.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go with it.
So we're actually going to try a slightly faster compressor here. We'll still keep this one in the chain, but we might use this distressor instead. So we want to move our attack time. Let's go to just over 1, and we're going to try to aim for 3 dB, maybe 4. We want a pretty quick release.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga.
So great, we didn't get that dip on change. I think we fixed that. Let's try it again.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play.
I think that's better. I think as we continue to compress and continue to work through the chain, we'll be able to smooth that out even more. So as we added this compression, I noticed some EQ issues arise. So let's go ahead and grab an EQ and try to dig through some of those as well. And believe it or not, man, we're almost there. It doesn't take a whole lot.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things scared. And my young niggas put in work. We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can. We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things scared.
Now remember, if we're taking away frequency, remember we cut some frequency up here, so we need to add some signal back on the way out.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide.
Cool, I think we might be ready for the 76. Let's see.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them gon' ride for me.
I'm still hearing something in the low range. I think I'm probably going to just need another compressor after this one. So let's go ahead and grab, I think we'll just grab the custom series EQ. I said another compressor, I meant EQ. All right, let's try it.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them gon' ride for me.
I want to kind of add some upper range, even though I feel like maybe there's a little 2K we can cut a little bit of too, but I think I want to add some air. So I'm going to grab the air EQ as well.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them gon' ride for me.
I'm just doing very, very minimal gain reduction with this last compressor. It's kind of gluing everything together. So I wanted to kind of stay above 1 most of the time, I think, and not move too drastic. So let's see.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go where the things scared. Tell my young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them gon' ride for me. We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Kenny, he can change for sure. sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go with it, they ain't scared.
And as you'll notice, the vocal just stays right where we placed it. It's not doing a lot of moving and phasing in and out. You can't really hear any changes in level and things like that. Let's go and bypass everything that we did, and then we'll play back what we added.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Guinea, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go with it, they ain't scared. Come on, young niggas.
Let's double back and play everything.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Guinea, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go with it, they ain't scared. Come on, young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them gon' ride for me, then you.
And really, man, it's that simple. I know you're saying like, yo, it's not a huge drastic change in the vocal, but this is the difference between your song sounding great just inside your studio and your song sounding great everywhere you play it. This is the key to getting your songs loud and competitive. These are the things that matter. It's not a huge change, it's subtle things. Your song should sound good before you start mixing it. The mixing phase is to make sure it's polished up, that it's gonna sound great everywhere that you play it. So keep those things in mind, man. If you need a little bit more help, drop me a line down below. My name is VV and I'm here for you. Stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
We don't play no games, no. Let a nigga play with Guinea, he can change for sure. Let a nigga wanna play, then it's a homicide. My young niggas go with it, they ain't scared. Come on, young niggas put in work there, put your ass in the shirt. They leave a nigga in the dirt. If I tell them gon' ride.